I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. So right now, I'm trying to import something from my phone. I've got GarageBand on here, so occasionally if a melody pops into my head, I can just go on here, tap it in. I can use the piano. Anyway, I did that this morning, and then I can just airdrop it. So I just dropped it on this guitar sound that I've got here. So it doesn't sound particularly great, but I'm just putting it there as a memory aid. So I've got a little verse melody and then a chorus melody. So as stupid as that sounds, I'm just going to mute that and keep that there. Just an FYI. In case I use that later, that's why I'm mentioning it. There we go. So that melody, actually, let me unmute that. Something like that. Easy enough. Here I go. Just chopped verse from chorus. I actually even realized I did the first verse longer. I was just doing it by feel. Well, I guess I got an intro. Maybe I'll do a little guitar solo over it. Anyway, I'm plopping the verse parts onto a different sound. I do that to kind of like help the dynamics. I guess I'll just do a guitar solo now, and if I was going to do a beginning one, probably just let it play right through the whole song. That solo. I grabbed my bass and tuned it. I'm just gonna see what happens here. I improvise this most of the time too. Okay, so I just grabbed those two MIDI things I had in the beginning and put them onto a lead sound. It didn't exactly fit, but all I had to do was chop this one down a little bit, really. What I could do is get rid of the guitar sim type stuff. Actually, even if I go in this guitar sim, there's some ambient type sounds. Let me check this out. Literally called mesmerizing ambient. Now that drum loop that's been playing is going to get whipped out. I will be at the kit right behind me playing drums to the metronome. Ended up muting that verse thing I put in there. Also the guitar solo stuff, just so I could hear what the heck was going on. Okay, so here's my drum MIDI. I usually go into this menu, functions, fix note length, select an operette, and then everything's super tiny as far as note lengths. And I do that because if I'm doing any faster stuff, like here's a snare fill, I can just see 4 hits, no double triggers, good to go. If you're using Logic, zoom in on the first hit. In this case, it's after that line, so that's probably fine. But I will sometimes just quantize that one so it's like right on, because everything else just cuts in. And then the other thing I will do is just kind of scan through. There's a fill. I'm going to yoink that up to E1 because it's a rim shot sound. I have a single zone snare trigger, so that doesn't happen automatically like I would prefer, but And then anywhere I'm doing crash cymbal, like chorus stuff, just 2 and 4, which in this case is the only thing that's happening on the snare because I played a really simple part here. I'll grab these, E1. This one I got to zoom in because it's tricky. Yeah, so like I said, a single zone snare trigger, just plopping every single note on D1, which is a just center snare hit. So for some realism, I will put it on a rim shot, and that just makes everything sound like I'm actually playing on an acoustic kit, a little more so. I need to warm up my voice and things like that. Since I had a melody, I put down lyrics, and I'm already good to go that way. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I also have to empty my bladder because I drank a big coffee before coming out here. So yeah. All right, I just got back in. It's like all cold and raining outside. This might overlap. Okay, well, I'm going to hit record. And if that's the case, I will just do the verse and then I'll do this chorus on a separate track. No big deal.
Wanna give something, get what you can, but do you wanna die?
I might have to listen back and change a few words, and I also couldn't get through the whole thing on here. Where I stopped seemed to make sense. Not that you can even see what I'm talking about. Selecting and deleting some of this.
Stand your ground.
All right, I think I got idea, so I'm just going to punch in. I opted to just try and plow right through all 3 choruses without stopping. That just makes the video editing easier later. Get these out of my ears ASAP. I have a little bit of like irritation in my right ear, and I don't want it to be like an ear infection, so I just got to watch that and not wear headphones and stuff like that. I got a lot of sleep last night just to make sure I didn't get sick too. I went to bed like an hour and a half early. I think this came out decent. I'll have to listen back and make sure the verse is okay. I think it is. Not that I could just turn on a camera and do it again, but frankly, I'm too lazy for that. So if I have a blatant mess up, it's most likely staying. I'm not a big fan of like redoing stuff. I just let it go. I have found more often than not that if I have a mistake that's just really driving me nuts, most of the time, if I give it a few days and listen back, I don't even know what the heck it was. The lyrics I put down are going to be in the bottom of this description box. So if you want to check those out, I always paste them from my phone right down there. The middle of my description box has a big paragraph. It's places I'm available online. So iTunes, Amazon, Spotify are at the top of the list. So if you use any of the services you see there and you go to that service, type my name in their search bar, you should find me. Type Aaron Hallett, the same name as the YouTube channel. The top thing, I put Bible teaching at the top. So there's a link there. It's PastorMelissaScott.com. You're going to see the late Dr. Gene Scott, currently Pastor Scott. They play both their teaching. There's 50 years combined teaching. It's really objective teaching rather than everything else I see, which is super subjective teaching. And objective means they're just diving into the scriptures, translating from the original languages, going through the grammar, getting the oldest sources they can get their hands on. And the whole objective is just objective of the objective teaching, but the whole thing is just, what does this actually say? What were the writers intending? Text in context, because text out of context is error, and it's just teaching with no added stuff. So I think it's a great resource, and I put it there for that reason. Is that it? I guess that's it. So subscribe, like, comment, share. You'll keep seeing me. I keep writing music. I'm deciding if I want to do my gym thing today or just take it easy because I wasn't feeling so great last night, but I'm probably going to do it, at least I'll see. Anyway, I'm going to bounce this thing down, edit the video quick, let it process, and you'll see it. And I don't even know why I mentioned this stuff because it's not going to affect anything anyway. So thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.
To your